Uppercut, uppercut, sonic boom! Well, hello there, humans of his earthlings, however you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and if you're lucky enough indeed to be doing it too. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Bushka, and today we're going to talk tournament gameplay, tournament tactics. You probably recognise a lot of the heads in that that lobby there. There's Wynsannity, Metal, FAKEJACOB, WPG, Ace Lawrence, Chocotaco, Donna, lots and lots of people. But we didn't win. We came second in the end. FAKEJACOB's team won, and they absolutely deserved to. They were bloody glorious. Jake destroyed it and got 2 wins, and that was really impressive. We played quite conservatively, and that was my fault. We played too conservatively, to be honest. The first game we got absolutely diced, and I didn't record the first game, which was unfortunate, because I didn't want to take an engagement on a hot drop. I'm playing with Merms, myself, Ace Lawrence, who is just a fragger deluxe. And I should have just trusted that we could get things done and played as a team, but I didn't. And because of that, we ended up actually moving away from a drop that we well and truly could have contested, got some kills and had a great start to the run with, and instead ended up in the middle of a field surrounded by 4 squads rotating in from George Pole in cars without a vehicle, and we just got hammered. And rather than teach me that I needed to be a little more aggressive, what it taught me was that I needed to be more conservative. Also, you can see the Grens aren't being thrown for me here. That's the same thing that just happened with the smoke. The smoke wouldn't throw, and then we were playing on 220 ping, most of us creators. Well, it was fluctuating up and down from 220 to 140. It was really weird. And that was a problem for Feitz, myself, her gaming, Merms. We all struggled with it. The ping was rough. You'd land and you'd be landing, and the parachutes would just be hanging in the air for a bit. But for all that, what I really was disappointed in was not backing myself. I talk a lot about making good rotations and good tactical rotations, and then just working the numbers, and we did that. But we were moving to places where eventually you figure the numbers will make it right. Like you'll win 50 or 60% of those circles, and you'll be all right. But we didn't really get any circles. We just got shafted a lot by poor rotations into, well, not poor rotations, but rotations into very tough final circles. I'm going to show you, like, we're driving past at one point. This is a rotation we made where we were very aggressive. Like, this is the 3rd game in, and I'd had enough. Like, we went 43 people left. I said, we're going to go center circle, more or less. And then this was center circle at the time we hit this compound. And then hold and get some kills and really move up the standings. And we were coming second last or last. I think we were last after the first game. Ended up coming second overall. And Zute and Seven Worlds Gaming are over there. You can see that's Zute, the Zoot Suit. And we kind of got shagged by the circle. I mean, we were aggressive. We made some aggressive plays. And then the circle just really shut us down. There is a axiom that I kind of live by, which is get your work done early. So I wanted to do an early rotation. And as we started getting out to get in the car here, Crafty gets YOLO pushed by someone who just basically hit point trades, and we lose our team member, and then we muck around, and this is where it happens. You can see we're right on the edge of the circle, and the next circle moves well and truly away from us. And that was really frustrating for me, because we'd worked hard to get ourselves in a position here, and I think we ended up coming 5th again. And there's a bunch of people on the ridge above me. Now, my thought process is that we can rotate out of here, because they'll be rotating off that ridge line, and we'll actually rotate along the edge of the blue as we go. Only, yeah, they don't rotate, because they're being held out by another squad. Or they're just being lazy and they're going for kills. And this was a big factor, because if people killed content creators, then they got UC. So people were being super aggressive chasing content creators, and the stream was on a 1-minute delay, and it made for some just crazy hard rotations. In fact, I think there was just some really insane moments where the circles went to well open fields. Like the final part of this game was in an open field that FAKEJACOB actually put off a great 1v3, 1v4. As you see, as we rotate up here, it's gone all quiet. I'm like, we're going to be safe. There's people shooting at us from behind. Car's already lost the wheel. The car's half dead. And then as I walk up, oh, there's just a squad here on top of the mountain being held out. And there's like a dude there with the... What is he doing? What is he doing? Like, come on, guys. Seriously. Are we kidding? Like, this was the kind of thing that was happening. People were just desperate to get a hold of content creators. No, it's done. I was absolutely done. There was no way out of this one. And this was my fault because the rotation was just not crisp enough. We had other options. But as it was, I was just like, I'm not giving this guy the kill. And, you know, we just ate the dirt. That's how it goes. So... we moved on to the final game and we needed a big finish and we needed to beat Jacob's team to get the win. So we dropped Milter. We dropped Milter once before this. There is a great little tactic when you're playing these tournaments in ignition mode. You can use the railways, and we started using the railways a lot. But this, for some reason, was just beyond hot. When I looked back on the stream, there were 4 squads in this one tiny little area. Overlooking us. And you can see 7WG gets a knock on Ace, and I'm like, I've got to get my teammate up. Even though I know this is probably going to be an absolute disaster. There's Zute on the flank. But as Zute goes to get the clear, someone knocks him. There is squads all around us. You can see that's Sugar Money gets Zute. And that's 7WG going across to get Zute up, and then he gets knocked. This was really crackers. And I think a lot of it has to do with having a minute stream delay. These guys see... there's another squad rolling through. These guys see that there is a bunch of content creators in Milter. Their eyes light up. There's like 8,000 UC on the line in Milter. Go and get some kills. And we just can't get to Ace Lawrence here. So we end up taking the option of just leaving. But we got to get Merms in here as well. So all 3 of us can get on this. But Merms isn't there. So I just bail out. We've got to wait for the next one. And as we do that, we start getting pushed from behind. Now, this wasn't a bad option. And it shows there's a full squad now pushing onto Zute and 7WG. Like, seriously, Ace has gone down. There's nothing he can do. He's been finished. And it's... like, seriously, there's another squad about to open up on us from the 2-stack just behind us. Here it comes. Like, there are no safe spaces left. I'm literally just tap firing up there trying to keep heads down. While we've got 7WG and Zute across the road who are being pushed by another squad. And then there is this squad up here. And there is someone else with an overlook from the other side of Milter. Like from... who are going to start pushing through into the 2-stacks over there. This was absolutely mental. Absolutely hectic. And I have to say, it was incredibly enjoyable. I wish that when it was early, the first 2 games, we had been more aggressive. We tried to be aggressive here, but you can't just solo multiple squads at once when you're my talent level. And we got disconnected with Ace. This is the lovely thing about tournament gameplay. You can make great rotations, but you gotta have a car to make those rotations in. You gotta have transport. I mean, 7WG and Zoot are currently holding a squad off over there, which is great for us because they're stopping people from shooting at us. And Merms and me are just hanging in here with Crafty, desperately waiting for this train to open up its doors. And everyone knows that this is what's going on. There is just so much fire coming in here. Get in, lock the doors. I wish I had recorded the audio because there was a buttload of people yelling and screaming, get in the train, get in the train. Hectic, right? So we did the right thing. This is what I'm going to show you in just a second. We rotate out as the circle shuts and cuts off half of Milter. And as we're rotating out, we start seeing people drop in the kill feeds and all that. We jump out here, we get a car, we've got 3 people left. We're like, Happy days. We're going to go in nice and easy into the circle. There's a little compound down here. We'll start looting up. Everything will be fine, and then we'll work our way in. There's already a squad here. Chocotaco, Bella Fox, everyone's right there. Feitz, everyone is right there. Seriously, you've got to be kidding me. Like, we got so screwed. And I wanted to go back and get Merms and Crafty, but they're like, you gotta go, you gotta go. The car's about to blow up. Choco, you thirsty grub, gets stuck into him. And, yep, that's it. That's the rest of the team gone. And I'm on my own, and we've got to place high. And the worst part about it was, I hadn't seen Jacob in the kill feed, because I knew that we had to beat every other team to get this win. And I hadn't seen Jacob. I hadn't seen anyone. I'd seen Zoot and 7WG go out. But this is the kind of luck we were having on our rotations. And that's going to happen. And I understand that I like to be analytical and perfect about these things, but you just can't be. You can't always get a problem that you can solve. Sometimes there are just too many unknown factors in the equation. So I'm on with Pat Malone. I've got to get other content creators. That's our biggest issue. We've got to clear these other content creators. And the reason I'm looking at the wall is I'm like, if I look at the wall, no one is going to be able to stream snipe me. They won't know exactly where we are. But then I was like, oh, that's probably not in the spirit of the game. So I turn TPP back on and go and see what's going down. And as I do, well, hello, here comes a buggy. And, you know, worked well for me. We got 2 frags there, and that actually, I think, was the difference between us getting 3rd and 2nd with those frags. Now, I still would have rather got 1st, because then we would have actually been able to get some UC and stuff to give away to you grubs. But hats off to Jacob. He absolutely was never going to be beat. This day, he was on fire. Him, Kimmy, and the team. We made a rotation in, and we did our best. And it wasn't enough. There's still 21 people left. Look at the size of the circle. I'm solo. I'm basically running the edge of the blue here, trying to just pick a spot. Okay? Waiting for people to have gunfights in the blue so that I can maybe slide in between them. I know there's going to be people in that circle. I figure this is my best bet, this octagon up here. And it's actually, I believe that's Choco and Feitz and everyone on my right down there who are pinned by another squad coming up from below. I mean, and there's a full squad. There's a full squad right up there. I've got an AWM, but there's more than one guy. I mean, that desync is a monster. That was that was a long while after I got behind that wall. Feitzy's on the right here, and I've got no good options. There's smoke. Like, I'm basically going to smoke the car, and then look at me jamming, trying to throw that grenade, and it wouldn't throw again. Like, it just would not throw, which was really frustrating. You can see how desperately I'm trying to make sure the grenades work this time. Looking again, trying to stay alive, and this is all for placement. The multiplier right now is so important. We had to get higher. Wynsannity has got rid of Choco. Good on you, Wynsannity. And I think that's actually Feitz is being pushed right there. Our Australian noob is Feitz. He clears Wynsannity. They're in a gunfight. And I've got no good options. Absolutely no good options. That's Choco, Feitz, and co. all down here on my right. And all I figure now is, if I can somehow get down here... Oh, this is no good. Everyone's on me. Everyone's on me. Everyone's on me. Lie down, lie down, lie down. We get very lucky there on Feitzo. And just desperately hoping that Choco doesn't try and kill me. And instead tries to get the revive. You can see that the blue is coming. There's no way. They're going to get screwed by the blue. I'm going to get the kill. I think that was fantastic for us because that meant we finished above them. I'm letting the smoke set before I start running in on the blue here. Yeah, so there goes Choco, and there goes Feitz. They're down. And then there's a squad above me. And all I'm doing is suppressing. I got to get to this circle. I got nothing left. Nothing left. There's squads all over me. Look at the guy up on top of the rock. I remember Pubg was saying, no, I don't think Bushka's seen the guy up there. And I saw him. I just wasn't shooting at anybody. I was desperate. And what I should have done here, to be honest, is just not made any noise at all. Just laid down and start crawling through the grass. And this is a problem I have. I hate snaking. I hate snaking in a way that other people hate going to the dentist. I just hate snaking to the point where it probably got me killed here because I had to stand up and run. I couldn't just... So frustrating. But it was a wonderful experience, and it just goes to show you can't solve every problem. Sometimes you just simply have to take it between the teeth. I wish I had been more aggressive and let someone like Ace and Merms and Crafty fly off the handle and actually have more of a chance at getting some kills. But we did our best. We came second, and at the end of the day, we had a lot of fun. I'm Bushka. Thanks for watching, guys. Look after yourselves and stay safe on the battlefield. Bye for now.